Welcome back to another review of Life Chesses for Beyond the Gates, August 25th, 2025. Excuse me. First things first. Hold on, let me fix this right fast. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. There you go. Okay, y'all. First things first, let me know y'all thoughts on today's new episode down below. What did y'all think? So I'm going to do a quick summary, and then we're going to dive into the review. So first of all, it was revealed on today's new episode of Beyond the Gates that the crazy lady got her, that Allison has her. Now, people are speculating because I seen the clip. Did I see a clip or did I see photos? I think I seen both. Where people are talking about Allison being the one who got her and how they think that Madison is involved. And I was like, you know what? I don't know. Now, Chelsea did say on today's episode that Allison knew things that she only told Madison. But Allison said something about she was listening in, that she was so focused on Madison that she didn't even pay attention to her. And look, I'm over here trying to think back. I'm like, when did they meet? They met at Uptown. So what she was doing, hiding over there at the back, ain't that the first place they met at? Then at the hospital, they had meetups. I said, was she at the hospital? Look, I don't remember her seeing her at all. And I said, like, okay, because she also said that she been watching her from the beginning. That she was there, I think, when she first created her social media account. And I was like, But yeah, do y'all think that Madison was involved? But yeah, on today's new episode, Allison knew things about Chelsea that she only told Madison. She said she was listening. Do y'all believe her? Or do y'all think that they was in it together from the jump, but she decided that she wanted Chelsea for herself? Look, I don't know, y'all. That's just the talk they doing on social media as of right now. Aside from that, Martin and Samantha was just talking about her being involved in the fashion world, and he was just trying to tell her she has to be careful. She has to be careful or whatever. Madison lets the Dupree family know, all about Allison and stuff like that. Chelsea was chained to a bed, and she realized at first she was screaming for help. Then she realized that it was Allison. So she started calling out her name. She ran up in there. She came up in there, got in the bed, told myself, what she said? You said my name. You called my name. I knew you know it. Something crazy she said. Something crazy she said. Then, what else did she say? I know you want me to, or something crazy. She's just crazy. Look, I'm waiting on her because she said she been watching her from the beginning. So is she really married to the Craig dude, or was that a cover story? And y'all know, I think Friday I was saying, like, was somebody else involved? Did they help her take out Chelsea or what? But they said on today's episode that it's clear that it was a struggle, that whoever took it was smaller than her. So she had to drag her out. But what else? Let me see. Jacob found Chelsea's phone, so they started connecting it and reading the messages. And she set it up where somebody named Edie or something like that said they'll be on their way to get her or something. And I was like, why? But the timeline don't match. Because if you already got her, why would you just send a message saying that you on the way to get her? I said, I don't think she thought that through. Because I'm like, or maybe it just, it was a delay or something. Because I'm like, if you already don't grab the lady, why would you send a message saying you're going to be on the way to get her? I don't know. What else? Let me see. Danny ends up letting Bill know that, Chelsea's gone and stuff like that. He came, he was hugging her, comforting her, stuff like that. And he assured her that he was going to bring their girl back. They said this week that Andre's supposed to see a moment between Danny and Bill. I can't remember what else. I think they said somebody's supposed to get married this week too. And I was like, look, I'm trying to remember. I'm like, okay, Jacob and Naomi married. Vernon and Anita married. Danny ain't married. Nicole and Ted are already married, but they about to get divorced. I'm trying to figure out, then I was like, y'all think that Psycho Pen's trying to make Chelsea marry her? Because she talking about they finna go somewhere. I was like, that's the only... Well, Ashley and Derek. I think Ashley and Derek is the last people. Y'all think they finna get married? But yeah, they said somebody's supposed to get married this week. I said, now why would you go? If they do have it be Ashley and Derek, why would you go marry this man knowing doggone well you want Andre? But yeah, then not just that, it's the fact that before all this happened, he proposed twice. Didn't he propose twice? I know he proposed the first time. Then he asked her again in a way, and she still rejected him. But yeah, okay. On today's new episode, we're gonna start with Martin and Samantha. They had made it to the lunch or whatever, and they were just talking about that, and she was talking about her ambassador position and stuff like that. And she was just spending time with Martin and stuff. And he ended up reminding her that, him and Smitty not officially back together. He's just in the house for support. What else? Let's see. Kat ends up saying, she doesn't want to do the lunch without Chelsea because they were saying maybe you should go and, have the lunch. And she was like, no, Chelsea worked hard too and she deserves to be there. So she was like, she's not going to do it. She eventually ended up having Martin cancel it. I don't think did he get a chance to cancel it? Or did they say they was going to let Bill and Danny do it? They supposed to be holding a press conference or something like that. But yeah, what else? Let's see. Chelsea ended up waking up and she started screaming for help. And then they showed a phone. Did she have two phones or something? Because look, I was like, okay, she had one. It was one phone on the little dresser or whatever where the crazy girl got it. And I was like, this son. I was like, move the bed or something. Maybe it's one of them beds that don't really be moving. Excuse me. Maybe it's one of them beds that don't be moving or something. I was like, go get it. But I was like, how did the phone get right there? Was that her phone or what? Did she have two? Because, Jacob had found the other phone. I was waiting on something, but apparently this gonna go on all week, y'all. Apparently it's going to go on all week. But yeah, what else? Let's see. I know what we supposed to be talking about. I gotta ask a question because Friday I asked y'all. I'm gonna ask again. Do y'all think they finna get ready to have something happen between Kat and Jacob? And the reason I asked is because they was talking about it over on Facebook. And I just thought about that when I was reading these notes. They was like, no, they don't think anything's gonna happen because there's Naomi's husband or whatever. And I know a lot of people just started watching soap operas and stuff, so maybe they don't know. But this is what they do. Now I'm not saying that they're actually gonna go there, but it wouldn't be the first, last, second, third time. It wouldn't be it. I was like, but yeah, they spending, she over here talking about she don't want to leave, she want to help and stuff like that. He was like, okay, whatever. I said, he's supposed to tell her no. She already done interfered the first time. Now she interfering with this. Now I know that's her cousin and everything else, but still. But yeah, they was arguing back and forth. Somebody said they think so too. A lot of people were saying no because that's her cousin, man, and stuff like that. But I was like, they ain't never stopped none of these people on these shows before. But yeah, what else? Let's see. Jacob arrives. They end up doing a missing person report. Danny talks to Vernon about Chelsea never being late. Because at first she was playing it cool or whatever. She held it together for a long time. But then she eventually started crying and stuff. And everything. Chelsea, majority of the episode, she was just thinking. She was just dreaming about her family and what they was saying to her. They was encouraging her. Bill was over here demonstrating how to fight and stuff like that. I said, you mess her up. I said, mess her up. I said, hit her crazy self. Something. Nah, she should say, go get her some more food or something. It'd be on a tray or something. Knock her out. But then how she gonna get it loose though? I don't know. But yeah, let's see. Danny talks to Vernon about Chelsea never being late. Chelsea thinks about Danny, Kat. Jacob found Chelsea's phone. Danny tells Bill the girl's gone. Madison tells the family that she thinks it's Allison. At first, they was just questioning her about why she thinks that, and they was like, no, or whatever. They not sure it could be anybody. So she was just saying how she been acting crazy and stuff like that. Allison ends up revealing herself. What she said, look, she crazy self ran in there. Then she got in the bed. She's like, you said my name? That mean you want me or some type of thing. She said, oh, this girl crazy for real. I think you gotta watch her. She gonna put something in her drink next. I said, you better not eat nothing from this girl. That reminds me of the movie. Did y'all watch that movie, that new Lifetime movie? What was it called? Girl in the Cellar or something like that? I just watched it yesterday. It's on Lifetime right now, y'all, for free if y'all want to watch. Yeah, trying to take that girl up out of there. Then somebody, they finna get ready to go. So I don't know what she planning on taking her. But yeah, she talking about, so you said my name. Or whatever. Just talk about they meant to be together and all this extra stuff. What else? Let me see. She said she wants Chelsea to love her again because, she knows she love her. And she was talking about, I think Chelsea told her, at first she thought that she was this and that, but then she revealed she been following her the entire time since she started her account or whatever. She her #1 fan. Start revealing all type of stuff about her, blue dresses and all this other stuff. I don't know if she said blue dress. She said blue something, y'all. And I said, you got a crazy one on your head for real? I told y'all. I said, she crazy. I said, she crazy. You could tell. But yeah, what else did she say? I already said she said she wants Chelsea to love her again. Madison ends up telling everyone about Allison. They was just asking her questions and stuff like that. Allison ends up revealing to Chelsea that she finna set somebody up, make it seem like it's somebody named Edie. But I think she was saying she was pretending to be Edie. I don't know. I bet y'all say I be paying attention, but I don't be paying attention. But yeah, what else? She said she wanted to take Chelsea somewhere. Bill ends up showing up. Danny was in his arms and Naomi was looking. Martin finds out about Chelsea and he was like, he has to tell, Samantha. He started telling her, dangers are everywhere. And she was like brushing him off because, that's what kids do. They don't really, well, I ain't gonna say that. I take that back. In this situation, that's what kids do because a lot of kids pay attention to stuff more than people realize. So I take that back. Let's see. Bill ends up telling Danny that he's gonna fix it and he's gonna bring her back. Allison tells Chelsea that she's her biggest fan. What else? That she studied her. She's talking about, so she studied her. I said, I said, look, Madison tried to tell her, but I'm wondering if people right that Madison was involved. She kept on saying it was Allison. She kept saying it was Allison. Allison shares what she knows about Chelsea. And Chelsea was like, I only told Madison that. How did you know about that? That shit, when she was like, I heard it, whatever. You was so focused on Madison that you didn't even know I was there. I said, I don't think none of us knew you was there. I don't think none of us knew you was there. But yeah, I was like, do y'all believe it? Do y'all think it's a situation where she actually was involved with her? Madison and her came up with this idea and they decided to part ways or what? I don't know. Let me know down below. What else? Let's see. Kat ends up telling Martin that she wants him to cancel the lunch because she's not gonna do it without Chelsea. They end up getting an alert. Somebody named Edie, aka Allison, said they coming for Chelsea. And they was like, the timelines don't match up because why would they need to do that? And I said the same thing. What else? Madison said it could be Allison just trying to throw them off. What else? Chelsea tells Allison that she's insane and her family coming for her. She done brought this good. So what did she have? Wine or something? Wine over here trying to feed her and stuff like that. So I'm like, come sit down. No, before that, she talking about to close your eyes now. I said, I had to hear her. I don't care. You got to do what you gonna do. I was like, back here or something. But yeah, she said, close your eyes now. Then they sit down at the table. She was talking to her and stuff, trying to plan a little. What she think this is? Trying to date and stuff. So I think she dashed the little wine stuff on her or whatever. She done upset her. She done call her a B word. But yeah, I was like, I don't know what's supposed to happen. I just know this week they said somebody get married. They say Andre's supposed to witness a moment between Bill and Danny. Leslie's supposed to be causing problems already. Did they say something about Ted? I don't know. I'm not sure if they said anything about Ted or not. But I think that was it, y'all. I think that was everything. Not too much happened. But that's it. That's all. Let me know y'all thoughts down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, deuces. Have a great rest of the day and be safe.